Hey, what's up, guys? I've been requested to make this video a bunch of times recently, and so by popular demand, I'm making this video on why you should sell your house in March or down the road in 2022, when you might have just bought it either 3 years ago, 2019, 2020, 2016, 2012, or before. I know the prices are high right now. A lot of the times it might not make sense to sell just because you're like, you know what, the prices are so high. What's my add value? Why does it make so much sense to sell? I could just hold it and hopefully the value will be worth even more. It could be, market could go down, but to just be fully transparent, you guys are probably sitting on a small gold mine as far as cash and you don't even know it. So for example, just to kind of go into it, if you bought in 2012 in this market, you probably spent on a $600,000 house approximately $250,000 for your $600,000 house. You put $60,000 down and you've increased your equity $320,000. That's not even including putting your loan balance down or anything like that. 320,000 is a 533% increase, which is, you over quintupled your money. So even if you buy something right now, 20% down, you're probably spending in the ballpark of, let's just say, give or take, 120, and you've got another $180,000 to play with. Invest it in something else, which I highly recommend, or just enjoy that money somewhere else. And I'm sure you've bought down more equity, so you probably have over $200,000 extra after buying a house. It makes sense to me. You bought in, say, 2016. You probably put $80,000 down on your house. You bought it for about $350,000. Again, this is based on a $600,000 sale price, and you've increased your equity about 275% at a $220,000 increase. So that's still pretty good. Same price. You're looking at, and this is again putting down 20%, which you can put down a lower amount if it's under, I believe, about $700,000 in this current market. So 10% down, but you could put down 20. In that case, you're left with between $80,000 and $100,000 as far as extra capital that you have. Now, you're thinking, okay, all right, I bought it at least, 6 years ago. Maybe it might make sense to sell. What about if I bought in 2019 or 2020? Chances are, at that same amount, you're putting down about 105,000, and on that 105,000, you've increased your equity $110,000. You doubled your money. So congratulations. It's not really an investment per se. I know you've been living in it, but you've doubled your money. You've doubled your equity. And that's given 20% down. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did not put 20% down. I know a lot of people put 10% down, which is totally fine, paying a PMI. And some people even put 3.5% down. Now, if you put 3.5% down on a house, what are you looking at? 3.5% down does come with closing costs. You're looking at somewhere around 6.5%. So 29,000 down equals an increase of about 376% in equity. You just quadrupled your money right there. So that's pretty good. You can buy a house, decrease your PMI, increase things, or you could just wait out and see what happens in the next market crash. So, really it is a good time to sell, whether you're doing that. The other option is, and I highly recommend it to other people if you're looking to invest, which, I've always helped with the investment side, and we do have a lot of people we work with. You can pull out your equity, whether via HELOC, which you pull out the equity itself, but eventually you will have to pay part of that back, or get a refinance. If you get a refinance, you do, of course, increase your interest based on the new points, but same thing. You've paid up the equity, you have that increase in equity, and you can put that in some sizable investments. So definitely think about this. This is based on a $600,000 purchase price. Keep in mind, if you bought for 500,000 to $1 million, this is kind of the best range as far as your increases. And, you know, it definitely makes sense to be really selling right now. We don't think prices are going to be staying high much longer. So some of you guys want to buy, sell your house right now and then just kind of rent for a little bit. I know rent is high, but it might be worth it more than losing that equity in the house. Because when this house goes down, that $600,000 house goes down to $250,000, you're really not going to be able to pull up these options like you used to. The other thing is, you know, if you are waiting, you're getting closer to retirement age or something like that, you know, pulling out that equity, either, you know, buying a house the same size, larger or something like that. Maybe you are looking to upgrade your house. You are getting a sizable reduction in price at the higher price points, which, you know, if your income's gone up, you know, everything's gone up, you can buy a larger house. And you might say, well, why would I want to do that now? You've increased your equity. You've increased your shares in your house, and it makes sense. Or go the other way, downsize. But it's up to you. Just wanted to show more or less the increase in equity you have in your house. You know, people are asking, you know, when is the right time to sell? It really is now. I personally don't really spend much time on the realtor side. I have quite a few referrals all over the state of Florida that I can recommend you to, amazing agents. And if you're looking at this video and you're not from the state of Florida, check it out if you're in any other state. You know, we've got referral sources in California. If you're still holding an asset in California, yeah, sorry. But Maryland, Massachusetts, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, basically any state you might ask, even Hawaii. If you need any help, feel free to reach out. I can definitely get you connected with the right professional, and hope you guys enjoy the video. Thanks.